Hello everyone, just finished watching the rest of Clash in Paris 2025. Rusev and Sheamus. I was upset this wasn't Falls Count Anywhere, but no disqualification. It still worked. Great, amazing match. Man. Sheamus, Rusev, once that bell rang, they quickly went outside the ring, started getting weapons, like tables setting up, steel chairs, candlesticks. Sheamus snapped suplex Rusev on the outside. Rusev got right up, grabbed a candlestick, and then Sheamus came off the top rope with his nailed him right in the midsection with it. Smashed across his back like 5 times in a row. Got a steel chair. Sheamus hit around a knee smash to the face to count on that maneuver. Sheamus delivered white noise off the top. A bunch of like barrels for 2 tables on the outside. Put Rusev through them big time. They're fighting the ring. Rusev delivered 15 beat to the Bowery to Sheamus. And then grabbed a Chanel and broke across the back of Sheamus. Sheamus kicked out of that. Sheamus got fired up, right? And delivered a total of 45 beats of the Bowery. Once in the ring, twice on the outside. Went for the bro kick. Rusev countered that with a thrust kick, applied the accolade. And Sheamus powered out of it. A back body dropped Rusev onto 2 chairs. That was predictable. They were set right there beside them. That I did not like. Knowing what was going to happen. Back and forth, they went at it. Sheamus grabbed hold of a steel chair and decided he didn't want that steel chair. Went outside the ring, grabbed the other one, and he turned around. Rusev just smoked him in the face or right in spin kick. That was awesome. Rusev ended up winning the match with a third accolade, and he kind of like bit back, applying more pressure to Sheamus. Sheamus tapped out. What a brutal match those guys had. Wow. John Cena, Logan Paul, one-on-one. First time ever on pay-per-view. One-on-one, these guys went at it. And right off the get-go, Cena surprised Logan Paul with moves that Cena usually doesn't do. Like a tornado DT off the top rope. A monkey flip out of the corner. Haymakers into the corner. Surprising Logan Paul. Logan Paul returned the favor and surprised John Cena moves Logan Paul don't usually do. Like a delayed vertical suplex. Top rope swanton bomb quickly into a jump up moonsault. I won a blockbuster out of the corner like Alexa Bliss does. A gut wrench bomb. I liked them pulling new moves out of the arsenals to confuse the other guy, right? Logan Paul got cocky now, started doing John Cena's signature running shoulder tackles. That you can't see me face slam. And then he kept getting mad because the fans were still booing him and cheering for John Cena when he was beating him down. Cena monkey flipped Logan Paul again out of the corner, but Logan Paul this time landed on his feet. Cena didn't know that. Turned around. Logan Paul with a big boot to the face. Tossed him up in the air. Hit an uppercut as Cesaro knows to do on the way down. Delivered 2 running Superman punches, stunning Cena. Cena had an AA, a top rope AA. Logan Paul kicked out of that sequence. Back and forth they went. Cena winning the match with a third AA to pick up the win. No Brock Lesnar. I was kind of shocked there because the next pay-per-view, besides this new one coming out next month called WrestlePalooza, the next main next one is Crown Jewel. And John Cena, Brock Lesnar, and John Cena usually wrestles at that event in Saudi Arabia. And Brock Lesnar is going to fight John Cena one last time before the end of the year. Time's running out. John Cena's got like maybe 8 appearances left before he retires. So Brock soon got to show up and fight John Cena. So I don't think that's going to happen at Crown Jewel, I think. Could be wrong. They might save it for next month's WrestlePalooza, the first time I ever pay-per-view that he's putting on with that name. The main event, Seth Rollins defend his World Championship against main event Jey Uso, LA Knight, and CM Punk. Before the match, they asked Seth Rollins, like, what are you going to do? Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker's banned for the arena. And Rollins like, don't worry. I always got a plan. At first, that plan wasn't working, whatever it was. Because he got punched around by all 3 guys. like a punching bag. They took turns punching away at him, took turns mudhole stomping him in the corner. Took turns like Irish whipping him into a clothesline for the other guys. Then it took LA Knight, Jey Uso, CM Punk figure out how to set up one table. Seriously. That allowed Rollins to escape for the crowd, to get away from the beatdown. Then Jey super kicked LA Knight, super kicked CM Punk, went after Rollins. They brawled for a little bit amongst the fans. Then Rollins took over, and what I liked with this was he dominated the match for a while when he isolated Jey Uso on the outside, beat him up. Isolated LA Knight on one side of the ring, kept beating him up. Isolated CM Punk on the other side of the ring, kept beating him up. Like he didn't stay focused on one superstar. He went after all three of his opponents and kept them grounded. Jey Uso almost won the match with a spear. Uso splashed on Rollins. But out of nowhere, CM Punk came off the top rope with an elbow drop to break up that pin. Rollins, as Punk and Jey Uso were trading fisticuffs, Rollins ran, clotheslined both guys down, curb stomped Punk, but Punk kicked out in the nick of time. LA Knight returned the favor a few weeks ago on Raw, in case you missed it. LA Knight was going to put Rollins through a table on the outside, and Punk ran, accidentally shoved LA Knight off the ring apron to the table on the outside. Well, tonight, CM Punk got shoved off the ring apron, accidentally by LA Knight through the table. It wasn't accidental. LA Knight's like, yeah, it was an accident. It was on purpose. You can see that. I love that. They turned around, picked up Rollins, did that jump up neck breaker. Irish whipped him into the midsection, into the corner. Rollins bounced out of that corner into another jump up neck breaker. Then Rose Plant DDT. Jey in the neck of time just broke up the pin. Sent both guys on the outside. LA Knight grabbed hold of Jey. Repeatedly smashed his face off the announce table. Grabbed hold of Rollins. Repeatedly smashed his face off the announce table. Set up Rollins for a top rope elbow drop through the announce table. Jey got up, went to attack LA Knight. LA Knight booted him off the ring apron to the floor. Jumped off the top rope, but at that point, Rollins had moved. LA Knight crashed for the announce table. Rollins sees his moment. All three people are down. Curb stomped LA Knight. Ran. Curb stomped Jey Uso. Ran in the ring. Curb stomped CM Punk. But CM Punk kicked out in the nick of time. Punk hit the go to sleep. But then he got cocky. Went for a second go to sleep. And a masked person came for the crowd and low-blowed Punk. Rollins curb stomp on a steel chair and still your World Heavyweight Champion. And the fifth member of Revolution, Becky Lynch. She was the person wearing the mask and the hoodie. For months now, Rollins has been telling us there's 5 people in this group. Every time you watch, when he delivered a promo on Raw, delivered a promo on SmackDown, even backstage promos, he kept saying when Evolution, like they call themselves the Vision, I'll call them the Revolution. It fits better, I think. He always said when they're going to take over, he kept doing this with his hand. That means 5 people are part of this group. So I love how they waited for Becky to introduce her to the stable at this point of the year. Hopefully with her now added to it. They have now they have 2 belts. So you got the World title, the IC Women's title. Braun Breaker needs to go to Braun to Reed, slap some sense into him, tell him don't go after sneakers. You and me, we become World Tag Team Champions. Because over on Raw, let's face it, you got Judgment Day, the LWO, American Made, and the New Day. There's only so many matches you can put on with those 4 teams. You add in Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, you got new rivalries, new feuds. And where the heck's the Viking Raiders? They lost those World Tag Team titles to the New Day, and they've been off TV for months now. Are they injured again? I'm just curious. So there you have it. Definitely enjoyed watching CM Punk, LA Knight, Jey Uso, Rollins, the Fatal 4-Way. Definitely loved the Sheamus Rusev brawl, the no DQ there. I just wish it was Falls Count Anywheres. Definitely Cena, Logan Paul tore the house down. Becky and Nikki Bella put on a great match. The Wyatts and the Profits. It was good, but it was too much of the Profits teasing the dissension and Joe Gacy still in the spotlight. And the opening match between Roman and Bronson Reed. If you ever need to sleep, rest up before a pay-per-view, that's the match to watch. There you have it, folks. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.